Hi, welcome back to Maths Learning Groups. Now today we are going to look at Nanyang paper, and so this is a killer question, right? It's a question that I think many students will have difficulty doing, and so if you are able to solve this question on your own, then you must belong to the minority, right, who is able to solve this problem, right? So it's not very easy, and therefore we need a method to solve this problem. Okay, now, so what is the method that we are going to use here? Now, if you look at this question, which I believe that I think some of us have come across, and if you look at the question, Benny, Charles, and Dinesh had some stickers, right? And Benny had 80 more stickers than Charles. And the stickers that Charles had was 49 as many as Dinesh stickers. And during a game, Benny lost 1/4 of his stickers to Dinesh, right? So that was the game, the first game. And in the next game, right? So you have a first game and then you have the next game. Charles won 3/5 of Dinesh's stickers. And in the end, Charles had 148 more than Dinesh. So how many stickers did Dinesh have in the end? So you can see it's a very hard and complex problem. And so it's also a before and after problem. So every time it's a before and after problem, then what do? We think about model drawing, right? But there are some questions that I would not want to draw, okay, because I don't know how to draw. And this is one example of a question that I don't know how to draw the model because it's too complicated. There are two changes, right? You have the first game and then you have the next game. So you actually have two changes. So if you were to draw the model, it means your model will have before and after, and then before and after again. So there are two sets of before and after, which is very hard to draw. So what do we do if we don't draw the model? Is there any other way that we can do? There is a method that I use, alright, for this kind of question. So what's the method? The table method, right? So the table method is more suitable for before and after problems, especially for hard problems like this. Okay, so how exactly do we use the table method? Now, if this is a before and after problem, then you have to think about what is unchanged, right? Because every time it's a before and after, you always have to think about the total unchanged, the difference unchanged, one person's stickers unchanged, or everything changed. So in this question, the total is unchanged because I lost to you, you lost to me. So everybody all has different number of stickers, but the total is still the same. Okay, so the method I'm going to use is the table method. So it's something like your guess and check. You have rows and columns. Okay, rows and columns. So okay, let's put down BCA, before, change, after. So usually for before and after problem, there's only one change. Alright, and it's also quite easy to draw the model if there's only one change. But for this question, there are two changes. So there's another change, a second change, and then there is the after again. So you have two changes. And not only is this model is hard to draw, also because there are 3 persons. So there are 3 persons in this problem. So when you draw your model, it means that you have 3 rectangles to represent 3 persons, which is more things to draw. So I will not want to draw this model. Alright, it's a bit, it's hard, right? It's very hard to draw the model. Or put it this way, I don't know how to draw this question. Okay, that is the truth. Okay, and if somebody knows how to draw this problem, then you may want to let me know. And then it will be something that I can learn from. Okay, but otherwise, I will not know how to draw this model. Okay, so how do we put the labels into the boxes? Now, there are 3 persons, and so you still have the label, Benny, Charles, and Dinesh, and the total is unchanged. Okay? Alright, and then what do we do? Okay, then you put the numbers inside. Right, so how do you put the numbers inside? It's something like model drawing. You start from the beginning to the end of the sentence, the end of the story. So you start from the first sentence. Benny, Charles, and Dinesh have some stickers, so nothing to put inside. Benny had 80 more than Charles. We can do something already. So when you have lesser, or when somebody has lesser, or something that's smaller, there's a smaller group, lesser, what do you call that? You call it 1 unit. So Charles has 1 unit. So let's put 1 unit. And then Benny had 80 more than 1 unit, or 1 unit plus 80. Okay? And so that's how we fill in the second sentence. And the stickers that Charles had was 49. So there's a fraction here. So you can do some arrow pointing. It means that Charles had 4. So let's put a 4. You can call it 4 parts, or 4 with a circle, alright? But it's not 4 stickers, it's just a representation. So Charles had 4 times, and Dinesh had 9 times. Okay, so you put 9. Okay, so there's 4 for there's a 4 for Charles. Okay, and Dinesh has 9. Okay, so you're done until the next sentence already. Okay, during a game, Benny lost 1/4. Oh, Benny lost 1/4. So what do? That's where it becomes very easy. So Benny lost 1/4, it means that just minus 1/4. And if there's a fraction, there is a fraction set, or there's a family of fractions. So there must be 4/4, which is at first. And you lose 1/4, and you will get 3/4 left. Okay, and then what else? Then where are we now? So so you can see that Benny lost 1/4 to Dinesh, and so okay, next sentence. In the next game, Charles won 3/5 of Dinesh stickers. So which means that Dinesh lost 3/5, right? Dinesh lost. So let's go to Dinesh column, and Dinesh lost 3/5, which is the change. So you minus 3/5, and again there's a fraction set, a family of fractions. So Dinesh must have 5/5 at first, and then he lost 3/5, and now he has 2/5 left. Okay, and in the end, Charles had 1/4 more than Dinesh. Alright, now if you don't know how to put this inside the boxes, you don't have to put. Okay, so you don't have to force yourself to put anything in the boxes if you are not sure how to put. Okay, now so how many stickers did Dinesh have in the end? So your question mark will be here. And what's the have you put everything inside the boxes already? You look carefully, right? So is everything inside? Right, you read the question, everything seems to be all inside there already, right? So you make sure that everything is inside, and what you cannot put inside, then you don't put. Okay, you don't put. Okay, now so you look at the table and the total is unchanged. So what do we do next? Okay, the rest will be quite easy. Now this is how we do. Once the table is filled up, you look at the table and look for something in the same box. Can you see 4/4 is in the same box as 1 unit and 80? So which means that your 4/4, or you call it 4 parts. Okay, but I don't call it 4 units because there is already units in the box. So 4/4 is actually 1 unit and 80. Okay, 4/4. So all you have to do is you find 1/4. Okay, 1/4. Okay, so you find 1/4, and that will be how many? 1/4 will be, you divide by 4, so you have 0.25 unit, and 80 divided by 4, 20. Okay, so which means that Benny lost 1/4, which is how many? Which is minus 0.25 unit and 20. Right, 20 to who? 20 to Dinesh. Okay, so Benny lost so much to Dinesh. Okay, now and then what else do you see? Now then you can see that there's a 3/4 there. So can you find what is 3/4? So 3/4 will be you take 0.25 times 3. Right, 0.25 times 3, you'll get 0.75 unit, and 20 times 3. That will be 60. So which means that Benny has how many in the end? Benny must have 0.75 unit left and 60 left. Okay, alright? Okay, by the way, please put the units there, the units. Okay, the units. Okay, then you look at Charles. Okay, Charles. Can you see in the same box, there's a 4 and there's a 1 unit? So it means what? It means that 4 is 1 unit, 4 times, or 4 is 1 unit. Then you find 1 time, which is 1 divided by 4. That will be 0.25 unit. Okay, and Dinesh has 9 times. So 9 times will be 0.25 times 9. So 0.25 times 9, you will get 2.25 unit. So Dinesh must have how many? Dinesh must have 9 times, which is 2.25 units. Okay, and if you add all their units together, what do you get? You will get 1 unit plus 1 unit plus 2.25 unit. That will be 4.25 unit and 80. So total they have so many at first. Okay, then look at Benny. Benny lost 0.25 unit and 20 to Dinesh. So then Dinesh must have 1, right? So you plus 0.25 unit and 20. Okay, so those stickers that Benny has lost belong to Dinesh. And then how many did Dinesh have in the end? So you take 2.25 unit and you plus 0.25 unit, you get 2.5 unit and 20. Okay, and how about Charles? Charles has no change, right? No change, nothing happened. So Charles still has 1 unit. And if you add their stickers together, right, you take 0.75 unit plus 1 unit plus 2.5 unit, you will still get 4.25 unit, and then 60 plus 20, you will still get the total unchanged. Okay, so you have a table and you fill in the boxes. Okay, and you may see that there's a lot of steps. Yeah, there's a lot of steps, but otherwise it's quite simple to use a table to work out the answer. Alright, then go to the next row, which is the next game, and you can see that 5/5, look at the next column, 5/5 is in the same box as 2.5 unit and 20. So what does that tell you? It tells you that 5/5 is 2.5 unit and 20. So can you find what is 1/5? So you divide by 5. So you take 2.5, divide by 5, you will get 0.5 unit, 20 divided by 5 is 4. So now can you find the net loss how many? Which is 3/5. So 3/5 will be, you take 0.5 unit times 3. And you will get what? You will get 1.5 unit, and 4 times 3 will be 12. So the net loss how many? The net loss 1.5 unit and 12 stickers. And who did he lose to? He lose to Charles. So Charles picked plus. So all this happened under the change. Change means what? The action that takes place. So you have Charles took 1.5 unit and 12. And how about Benny? Benny did not play in the next game, so no change, nothing happens. And Benny will still have the same in the end, the same number of stickers in the end, which is 0.75 unit and 60. Okay, so Charles has how many in the end? You take 1 unit, right? You can find 1 unit plus 1.5 unit, right? So if you are confused, look at my arrow sign going down. So 1 unit plus 1.5 unit, that will give you 2.5 units. And then plus 12. Right, so Charles has so many in the end. And then how about Dinesh? You take, look at the arrow down again, right? You look at the green color arrow pointing downwards. So you have 2.5 unit minus 1.5 unit, which is 1 unit, right? 2.5 unit minus 1.5 unit, you get 1 unit. 20 minus 12 will be 8. So Dinesh has 1 unit plus 8 in the end. Okay, if you add your stickers together, what do you get? You take 0.75 plus 2.5 plus 1, you will still get 4.25 unit and 60 plus 12 plus 8, that will give you 80, total unchanged. Alright, so that's the table. Some people call it the Jacob's ladder, right? There's a method that there's a name that is being used, which is called Jacob's ladder. But I call it the table method because it's easier to remember, right? Table method for define after problems. Okay, so once you've filled the table already, then what do you do? Those numbers that you couldn't put inside, like Charles had 148 more than Dinesh. Alright, so look at Charles and Dinesh. So Charles has how many? Charles has 2.5 unit and 12, right? And he has 148 more than. So 148 more than Dinesh, which is 1 unit and 8. So Dinesh has 1 unit plus 8. Alright, how do you continue from here? Then you just do your working slowly. 2.5 unit and 12 is equal to 148 plus 8 will be 156. So 1 unit plus 156. And then what do? Then you can take out 1 unit on the right side, and then on the left side you also take out this minus. So 2.5 minus 1 unit, you will get 1.5 unit. Take out 12 on the left side. Then on the right side you also take out the same, take out 12, and you get 144. So now can you find 1 unit? So 144 and divide by 1.5, and your 1 unit will be 96. So the purpose of table method, or even the model, the purpose is to do what? Is to find what is 1 unit. And once you can get 1 unit, you can find the question mark. So Dinesh has how many in the end? So Dinesh has 1 unit plus 8, right? 1 unit plus 8. So which means that your answer will be 96 plus 8, right? So Dinesh must have 96 plus 8, which is 104. Okay, 104 stickers in the end. And that's how you use the table method to do this very hard question. Alright, it's actually very hard to draw the model, almost quite impossible to draw. So what do we do for this kind of question? If there are two changes, if there's a before and after problem that have two changes, then I will use a table method. So is there any alternative method? Is there any other method I can use to solve this question? I don't think there is any, but if there is, you can let me know. But otherwise, the table method is will be a better choice, right? Of course, we can't draw model, so this will be a better choice. So I can't think of any other methods to do this. Okay, so but like what I said, if you have a different way of doing and you can solve it more quickly, do let me know, alright? And then you can just reply, you can just comment, put some comments under the video, alright, under the headings in my video, put some comments so that I can know that there is a better way to do, because I'm also learning. Okay, so otherwise this is the way that I will use to solve this very hard problem. Okay, so stay tuned to the next lesson. So for the coming lessons, what do? We are going to look at what? Different kinds of essay questions and what are the methods that we can use. Sometimes we may use different methods to solve the same problem. So most problem, you can have more than one way of doing. So if you do not know one way, or you do not know one method, or you are stuck, you forget how to use one method, there are always some backup. Alright, there are some backup that you can do. Alright, some backup methods that you can use. Like you don't know how to do assumption, then there's a backup. You can do guess and check, you can do 3 rows get the answer. So there's always a backup when you forget something. Alright, so but you need to know what are the methods. What are all those methods? And not only must you know what are those methods, you also need to know how to use them. And then when you come to the exam papers, it's just a matter of which method do you choose, which method do you use to solve the problem more appropriately. Alright, you can't just throw any method to solve any question. You have to look at the question and to see what is the correct method to use for the correct type of question. Okay, alright, so stay tuned for the next lesson. We will continue looking at other school exam paper questions, and hopefully at the end of all these lessons, you have a better idea of what are all these methods and how to use them. Alright, so see you in the next lesson.